Have you heard of China's breakup service? You can pay a company to hire somebody to seduce your partner and test their loyalty. And on those grounds, you can break up with them if you want to. So, would you outsource your breakup?
I'm not 16 or 18. Why would I do that? I wouldn't. If you're asking me this personally, no, I think it's a dumb thing. I am married, for heaven's sake. Money making scheme और कुछ नहीं है. Stupid है.
In a capitalist world which has
हाँ, you
developed...
just anything. What world are we living in, yeah?
True.
Okay, so I'm old fashioned, but I'm happy that if my kids ever came up and said, "Oh, we want to hire someone," then खानदान से और अपनी जायदाद से बेदखल कर दिए जाएंगे.
मेरी love lingo, love lingo, love lingo. सुन ले मेरी तू love lingo.
This is a deeply personal story that I'm sharing today. And anyway, it gets me all. A friend of mine said, listen, I've met these group of people. We're going out for a film. Why don't you join us? I had just gotten back from America. I was jet lagged. And the last thing I wanted to do was sit in a theater with strangers. Anyway, she was persistent, convinced me. I drove to the theater. I met this group of people. Of course, we went into the theater, and the lights were off. And I was sitting next to this stranger who I was just introduced to. And I don't know, there were sensations that were going on in my body that had never happened before. And this is like a person who's jet lagged, a person who's just, 18-hour flight or whatever it is and hasn't slept. But I think as they say, the lower chakras get activated when the sexual chemistry is off the charts. That's what happened. I write scripts. But at that moment, I felt like I was in a Mahesh Bhatt movie, third wheeling. The affair began. It was intense, it was volatile, it was like an animalistic attraction. And I'm not even kidding with you. I have never probably felt that kind of animalistic attraction towards anyone ever from that point of time till now.
What happened?
I walked out of the relationship.
Why did you walk out?
Because that's not the reason I came into Bombay for. I didn't come to Bombay to fall in love with someone. That was not my intention, and I realized that very quickly.
Well, that's the idea. We keep falling in love unintentionally. What's the lesson that you got from this affair?
That's what you're going to find out during the course of today's conversation.
Interesting.
Do you want to know about the sex? You got to subscribe. Explicit, totally for you. Not even kidding. Hi, I'm Ursula Horaci.
Hi, this is Just Sagu, and today on Love Lingo podcast, we're opening the door to something deeply personal. The kind of love that feels destined but also destroys. We're talking about karmic love loop, karmic relationships, twin flames, soulmates, or soul lessons. Our guest today is a soul healer and a spiritual guide who has answered the call of her soul, and she left glamour behind and chose to be a light for others. She believes that we're all here to shine, even in darkness. Let's welcome the magnetic and beautiful Ashtar Tashi.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank
How
for
are you
having me
doing?
here. I am shining,
Wow.
always. And I think I'm shining more because you guys gave me so much love to just even invite me to your podcast. So I'm really humbled.
We're absolutely
Tahe dil se
honored.
shukriya. Thank you.
Thank
No,
you
it's
so much.
it's my honor equally.
Let's start at the root. What is a karmic relationship? Is it a form of punishment? Is it unfinished business or something sacred?
All three.
Wow.
Not so much the punishment, I would say, because I don't think the universe punishes us. It's we ourselves who punish ourselves with the kind of negative thought patterns we create and all of that. So it's easy to blame the universe and say, oh, my karma is bad and all of that. But remember that no one else is to blame for your karma but you yourself. I am a firm believer that we carve out our own destiny. No one else can do that for us.
Right.
Okay? So actions, which is the karam that we do, the actions that we do, will have an equal or an opposite repercussion for us. Now, karma is basically of three types. Very, very simply put for you guys. There is something that you have done in the past,
Right.
there is something that you are doing now, and there is something that is meant for you for the future. What you have done in the past is what you are carrying forward with you in the now. In Hindi or Sanskrit, it's called the prarabdha.
Prarabdha. जी.
तो प्रारब्ध में क्या है कि whatever you have done in the past, I am carrying forward that, and that is the fruit of that is what my current life will be. What I do with my current life now is what I'm going to take forward for the rest of my living and life after this life.
I'll quote Sadhguru on this because this is the closest thing I've found to what karma is and how I believe in it. It is the mechanism that decrees that you cannot evade the consequences of your own actions. Karma is not something that is happening to you. It is also how you respond to the thing that is happening to you.
Very rightly said. So I will add to this, right? What I would like to say, and this is my understanding of karma and so many years of working with spiritual things. Karma is your thought, word, and action. Action is the last. The very thought that appears in your mind, if I am thinking something negative for someone, I have already accrued the karma. Right? I may think, oh, I've only thought. मैंने तो सिर्फ सोचा है. I have not done something wrong to someone. But the fact that the thought came to my mind कि फलाने का कुछ बुरा हो जाए. So remember that every thought, word and action that you are putting out there is going to come back manifold.
Like the universal law of cause and effect. So if you
It
don't
is
want to
that
call
it
it a
is.
punishment, we can just say this is the cause, even if it's a thought, and this is the effect of it. So it will have an effect. Even your thought will have an effect.
Has to, no? That is the way the universe is functioning. If every word that we spoke was a kind one, can you imagine the karma we would accrue? And every action that we did that was filled only and only with love, what kind of world would this be?
But sadly,
You
we're
know,
in
so
a world where we're learning repeatedly the same lessons and we're still not getting it.
You know, so it sounds very utopian
Yeah.
to say this, but it is possible. And I will go one step further here and say this, is that when we are creating something for ourselves and we are creating for the rest of the world instantly, when we are crying about terrorism, do we realize that we are terrorists ourselves? So when I am being harsh with you or with anyone else, I'm using a harsh word or doing a harsh action, I have created terror in someone else's mind or heart. How am I lesser than a terrorist? Then there are many more like me who are going to keep doing this. And then we say, why is there terrorism in
It's
the
a
world?
domino effect.
It's a
and
domino
it's a
effect.
And it's a
reciprocal.
collective consciousness
It's a collective consciousness.
of just
It's the
what's
mass
happening,
consciousness.
mass consciousness.
So why do you feel that, when you go to a revered place, you go to a pious place, any pious place, temple, church, wherever, do you see the vibe is very different there? And you say, oh, what a lovely vibe, I went there and I felt so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Why do you think it's there?
I know their answer.
We have created it.
Yeah, consecration of energy.
Exactly, right?
You don't-
Mass consciousness.
Very well
Yes,
put.
absolutely.
But if every morning we wake up and say only one thing, that today I am going to be the vessel and the holder of everything that is simple, everything that is filled with gratitude, everything that is only love, whichever way I understand love today, but which is only love. That is the energy I want to emanate. That is the energy I will carry with me, and the energy of Barakat.
Barakat.
We spoke about Barakat earlier.
Yes, we did.
Right? So what is Barakat? Barakat is only saving, is giving, adding more value, adding light. So every morning you wake up and say, today I only want to be light. How difficult is that?
Wow.
I wake up every morning saying, whatever the day might be. Of course I have bad days, okay? I'm human till now. But I'm like struggling with this, okay? I'm like, every day I want to be a good person. But every morning I wake up and say, okay, I am light. तो लाइट का क्या काम है बॉस? चमकना है ना.
जी.
तो आप जहाँ जाएं वहाँ चमके. Wherever you go, you shine. And that's why my tagline is, keep shining.
Nice.
Yeah, my tagline is keep shining. My book that I wrote was keep shining.
People say the world is a broken place. No. People are broken. The world is what it is. There is nothing wrong with it. And my thing about something that of course I've read the Bhagavad Gita. And I think the most beautiful thing about the Bhagavad Gita is it teaches us that to not go around fixing others. Fix yourselves. Look
बहुत
at
है.
your...
वही काफी है.
काफी hai. But the thing with the world is, do you think the world is a broken place? Or do you think people are broken?
I think our thought processes are broken. People are also not broken. When we are created, like I said, we're in the likeness of the Creator, we are complete and whole in every possible way. We have all the attributes that the universe has to offer, right? We have everything in us. It's just that and then we come with this little, rider, that little fine print at the end of the document that you're supposed to read before you sign.
Yeah, right.
Which is the rider which is called the free will choice. We take that very seriously.
Yeah.
So I say, okay, fine, if I have the free will choice, let me just,
Yeah.
mess it up as much as I can. Free will choice to hai. So let me just play around with
Right.
it. So that is what breaks us. The minds are broken. People are not broken either. People are very whole and complete. They make the wrong choices. And then we love to blame things on everybody else in our daily life.
Ji.
Right? I am not looking nice on camera because the camera dada has not kept the... Hello, I should have looked after my appearance first.
Yeah. True.
Right?
Right.
So the world is not a broken place. Humans are not broken, their choices are.
Absolutely.
I choose not to be broken, that is my choice.
Wow.
Right? When we go through so much, all of us go through so much trauma, there is not one human being who's not going through trauma at any given point.
We've been hearing these terms: karmic relationships, soulmates, twin flames. Are these spiritual buzzwords pointing out at different kinds of love, or they are three different names for the same thing? We would love to understand what are karmic relationships, twin flames, and soulmates from you.
There is only one thing common in everything on the planet. Only one thing. Guesses?
Probably I can say the word.
Yeah.
I think you just used it.
Karma? No.
love.
Wait, one thing common.
Love.
Love.
With love lingo.
It is, and here we are, love lingo, right?
Love lingo.
So there is nothing else in the world but love. Even the karmic relationships that we choose, Jas, are because of love. Love unfulfilled, love incomplete, love in every form. I don't think there's, oh my God, I get emotional just with the sound of the word love.
Wow.
Okay, so maybe that's why I got drawn to your whole thing was, okay, love lingo. मेरे लिए मोहब्बत, प्यार, इश्क, इन चीज़ों से ऊपर कुछ भी नहीं है, right? And everything is love. Having said that, when we talk about karmic relationships, soulmate, for example, is a love, even though it doesn't feel like that when it's there, but it's a love relationship between two souls who are choosing to come together to become each other's teachers. Okay, now when you are looking at teaching, it's never going to be simple. It's going to be tough. So who is the toughest relationship in your life is your soulmate. So I find it very amusing. I get very amused, when clients come over or I'm talking to people and they'll say, oh my God, I'm in love with this person. He is my soulmate or she is my soulmate. We are meant for each other. मैं कहती हूँ हैं सच्ची में तुमको पता भी है soulmate है क्या? मतलब your toughest relationship. Please don't go around telling people, oh, that person loves me so much, therefore the person. Soulmate is the person, the mother-in-law you can't stand.
Yeah.
Right? Or the husband who's a wife beater. Or the child who is messing up your life. Or you are somebody's soulmate because you are the harshest to that person. Everything is not about the others, right? So you are somebody's soulmate because you're making life hell for them. Why are we doing that? Now we backtrack a little bit here. Only and only because I want to tell you, then we can kind of tie this all in. When we are in this lifetime right now, okay? I am Tashi, Ursula, Jas, and everybody else here. people who are watching, you are where you are in this moment of now because you have chosen this life, these experiences, because this is your agenda of learnings for this lifetime.
Right.
Many people must already know this, I'm sure. Now, when we have put that agenda out, I come here and I say, oh, great, now who's going to teach me that? So, first thing, I choose my mother. We all choose our mothers first.
Right.
Okay, the soul will always choose the mother. So, you'll say, okay, fine. Will this being be able to carry me and bring me into the world so that I can fulfill whatever I'm supposed to fulfill? Based on my karmic connections and my prarabdha, my old life, I am choosing the kind of people I want to learn the harshest lessons from. Many a times, it is your own birth giver, your mother, who will be your soulmate and give you the toughest challenges.
Where does destiny and free will collide, or do they collide?
Destiny and free will is a part of the same notebook, but they just happen to be on different pages, and we keep choosing them as and when we want. Whichever page we want to turn, we can turn and look at it. So it's my free will choice that I am done with toxicity, so I want to stop being that person or being around those people. So what do? I change my destiny.
And you call it free will?
I call it free will. The free will is the tool I have used.
I think that's a
Free
great
will
way of
is the
because
tool.
people think that they're two dichotomies, but actually
They're supposed to be
they
together.
work
no?
together. Yeah.
There is something called the life blueprint,
Right.
the soul's blueprint.
Yes.
Now, when the universe was created, there was a very rigid blueprint. So people were caught up in religion, people were caught up with priests from every kind of religion possible, right? And they were making you live a life of fear. And then humanity evolved. Evolution is the ruling rule of the game. Okay? So we evolved. Along with us and our evolution as souls, the blueprint theory has also evolved. What has happened now in the last few hundred years, what's happened is that, but people are not realizing it, unfortunately. You know, when they say age of Aquarius and the end of the world is coming.
Yes.
No. What it's all about is that our blueprints have been made fluid by the universal energy. Okay. Now, what happens with that is that I may want to be in a relationship with you. That was apparently a part of my blueprint. But when I started learning my lessons, I took the help of the tool called free will choice. I moved out of this and moved on with my life, doing whatever else that I choose as my destiny. So now it's a
Brilliant.
fluid blueprint.
Got it.
I did not know that I am going to be a spiritual energy healer or a joyologist or whatever names you can call me. I thought I was very happy being the fashion designer I was and the stylist I was. I had zero clue I'm going to do this, and then I have zero clue that I'm going to be this jewelry entrepreneur tomorrow. Tomorrow onwards, my destiny is taking me somewhere else. So the whole
Dance of Shiva,
right?
Tandav.
Yeah, the dance of Shiva or the dance of life is such that the more you stay in the flow of life, the more fluid can your blueprint be.
We are the architects of our destiny. Absolutely.
Solely, wholly, completely. 200%.
So often we hear how people talk about, oh, you know, that person is such a good person, but why did he have to go through what he's going through? Or why are bad people never having bad experiences? And Ursula and I always have this conversation, and my understanding is that we can't sit here and decide or gauge that, okay, just because that person is bad, they're not having any bad experiences. I'm a believer of prarabdha as well, because I know the reason why I'm sitting here at this precise moment is because it's my prarabdha. What I'm going to do from here on is going to be my free will, where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do. Again, I will be guided by my prarabdha, but I'm not going to give it away and say that, okay, wherever, yes, surrender also comes in place. But I think it's like a mechanism, like how do you navigate through your life on a day-to-day basis? You know you're being guided, you know you want to surrender to something that you have no control over. But at the same time, if you also know that it's in your hands and it's your choice, and what do you want to do with it, and how mindful you are with a certain reaction or what you say, and that the consequences of that is going to come back to you, having that thought and moving ahead is also having clarity.
Prarabdha, free will choice, your present moment,
Yes.
and what is going to happen in the next moment
Yes.
is all a linear timeline. Okay, everything is happening simultaneously.
Right.
So to explain this, because
Wow.
Archana's looking a little,
That is
Yeah,
like
I know.
Archana's looking a little,
that
I know
just
where you're
blew
going.
my
Yes.
mind.
Yeah.
right?
know where
Because
you're going
Ursula's looking a little, how to say, animated, like
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. So coming back to what you started with here, just was, why is it that good people don't get what they deserve, and the bad people, the not so good people, I don't use words like bad, but
Yeah.
not so good people
Right.
are getting it all and all of that. They are carrying forward something that they have done, which is good. So they are bearing and enjoying the fruits of that. Now, with conscious awareness and with their free will choice, are they able to take it forward? Or are they going to finish the khata here? Their accounts are going to go empty.
Wow.
But if they do not want their accounts empty and they're in conscious awareness that, oh, I am so fortunate that I have got all of this. They have no idea that whatever they've done pehle na, प्रारब्ध किसको याद है? So, आपने वो carry forward किया, आप कर रहे हैं. Everything is going beautifully for you. Wonderful. God bless you with that. Now, are you going to make the right use of your resources and take it forward? Because your account is going to get empty. But the more good deeds, karma, thought, word, action you keep putting
keep
into that
refilling
account, it's like a piggy bank, no?
Right. Like even with we've been talking about karmic relationships, and I was reminded of what Deepak Chopra has said about the same. He said that karmic relationships are a manifestation of our past actions. And relationships in particular, we're talking about romantic relationships. They are not a matter of free will, according to him. He says that it comes with the experiences you've had in your past life and with your past actions. And when we go ahead and we encounter the same individuals in a new lifetime, and if we have not learned the lesson we need to learn in that, then it is like you're gone into this cycle of karmic entanglement. So how does, we will talk about how do we get out of that, but I'm just very intrigued at this point of time when we talk about relationships and karmic relationships. Are we how can you differentiate between whether you're in it for the learning or for the love?
Let's say I'm a rude person and I walk into a coffee shop, and the person who's giving me the coffee, I'm by habit, by nature, I am rude to that person. But that person's nature or nature of the job is that the person is going to be polite to me any which way. I can be doing this for 10 years, 12 years, 20 years of my life, being rude to people who serve wherever they are. One day something will click and one person is going to make a difference, and I'll say, oh my God, how nasty have I been? How rude have I been? Something will switch inside of me. That person, that simple guy, for that moment came here to change my karmic understanding. I may never see the person again.
Wow.
But that person came as a karmic connection only so that my consciousness should have that switch. So when you are talking of various kind of love relationships and all of that, even the short-lived ones, we have people who get divorced or separated or die young with a family behind and all of that. They've had their relationship with everyone. Whoever had to pick up anything from that relationship, the minute that connection is done, there will be separation. It is only for a limited time till that karmic relationship does what you have chosen it to do for you. It could be a lesson to be learnt. It could be heartbreak. It could be learning how to laugh and live better. It could be just a completion of something that was left incomplete in another lifetime. You bring pets home and then they have a certain life. They teach you how to be humble. They teach you the meaning of true love. That's what pets do, right? Unconditional loving.
Right.
And then they finish their journey and they move out. But you have become a better person because of it. Right? You become a more compassionate person. You become a kinder person. So आपका जो karmic connection था, that karmic connection is completed now because that's what you had to learn from that pet. Karmic connection done.
You just said a word that I've had very big discussions with Jess about and everyone I meet, and I never understood it, and I don't think I still do. But I would love for you to.
I shall try.
Absolutely. You use the word unconditional love. Now, I have never understood what it means, because whenever we succumb to this kind of pressure of loving someone unconditionally, aren't we suppressing a part of us to love them more? What does unconditional love mean to you?
So let's put it very simply. I like to simplify things. I hope I'm still trying. I'm managing well
Absolutely
with the
are.
simplifications,
Absolutely,
right? Very simply put. Begins with self. If you can love yourself unconditionally, then you can love anyone else unconditionally. The problem is that we are expected to love others unconditionally, right? And no, you must love each other unconditionally. Kyun bhai?
I never got it.
So we are not loving ourselves first. How can we pour from an empty cup? Having said that, coming back to what is unconditional love, it's such a beautiful thing. Unconditional love is when you can, हम सिर्फ अपनी बात करेंगे, about us,
Please.
right? When we can love ourselves with all our flaws, our weaknesses, our frailties, our wounds, that is unconditional love. If you can love yourself with all of that, then you will be able to love somebody else unconditionally. When I love myself from here, and from the actions I do, that is when I will be able to love you and everybody else in this world with all your flaws. Acceptance, and only acceptance without judgment, is unconditional love. So when I tell you that I love you unconditionally, and I do, is because I like everything about you. Even if tomorrow I realize that, Ursula has these flaws. Okay, she is a person who reacts like this in a situation or responds like that in another situation. But then that is her learning, that is her journey,
Right.
that is her growth, that is her karmic life. How can I judge you for that? I still love you for who you are. That's unconditional love.
And just for the sake of conversation and a pop culture reference, are we supposed to love a serial killer also unconditionally? I'm just asking, because I get lost into this unconditional love bit.
So you should have the essence of unconditional forgiving, which is a part of unconditional love.
Like radical forgiving.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, you want to, great, he is a serial killer, but that is his karmic journey. His karmic journey, he is here to fulfill whatever he or she as a serial killer is supposed to learn from. We think it's our right to keep judging and putting people down and pointing fingers. तो मैं कह रही थी वो seat of judgment.
Yes,
And again
I understand.
my favorite line कि हम कौन हम खामखा.
Yeah.
तो हम जबरदस्ती ही किसी और की लाइफ को जज करने बैठे हैं.
Bilkul. So even the karmic relationship that we may or might have or have had, even the person who has given us that lesson, or we have taken the lesson, we cannot be antagonistic towards them because they taught us something, right? So we have to, in accordance to the laws of the world, or the laws of the universe, we have to thank them and say thank you
Yes,
for the lesson.
absolutely.
And
Yeah, because karmic partners are not evil. They are our mirrors. That's a lesson there for us to
Teachers,
recognize.
our teachers,
And
yeah.
they are teachers, and they reflect your deepest wounds, your fears, your emotional insecurities, your patterns, your loops. So the idea is ki, okay, this is a purpose. This is why this person, I am in this for that. And even to recognize that is, again, we will come to that as well.
Or recognizing is the tough part.
The toughest part. So yeah, we've been talking about karmic relationships, and now also trying to understand what twin flames really means.
yeah, let's unpack that.
Let's unpack twin
Sweet.
flames. Yeah.
Sweet. So I am blessed to be a soul medium. So I speak to souls who, leave the physical body and they move on to the other side. How many ever years it may have been, but one is blessed to connect with them. And so this is information I have kind of understood and worked with for so many years now. Twin flames are the same soul who wants to experience a dual life in one lifetime. One soul wants to experience a dual life in one lifetime. So the soul splits.
The atom splits?
The soul atom splits, but the soul structure splits into two. It will be a relationship that keeps coming back. Even if you lose touch with that person, the person will come back. Now, many people mistake that with a soul mate.
Yeah.
Twin flames will be the same soul. They will have totally separate lives. So one would be very poor, one would be very rich, one would be
Living in North Pole, one would be living in South Pole, and somehow they managed to meet.
one would be an alcoholic, the other one would be a spiritual person, one would be doing something totally wrong, and the other would be. What is the soul doing? It's trying to live two lifetimes in one lifetime.
Like two sides of the same
Two
coin.
sides of the same coin is twin flames. So it's very interesting. So I am talking from experience, and eventually my relationship with that twin flame finished its karmic journey, and we don't even see each other anymore. We've lost touch completely.
Do you think that a karmic relationship prepares you for a sacred connection? That when you, and again, these words are interchangeable. We kind of see one or the other. You can, so.
Every relationship is sacred.
Got it.
Got it.
Swoosh. Yeah. True.
My relationship with my staff at home is very, very sacred, like we were talking earlier at lunch. My relationship with you people is sacred now.
Absolutely.
Because we have come together for a purpose, which is to enlighten so many people and change lives.
Right.
If this isn't sacred, what is?
No, because I thought when sometimes you read all the theory, you've kind of put yourself in those labels. I thought I had a karmic relationship. And I think, as far as I know, it prepared me for the next escapade of my life. And I took that lesson really well. And I think...
so that was sacred when it lasted?
Absolutely.
Right.
Sacredly,
so then the next one is also
okay,
sacred. Then the next one also that it prepared you for is also sacred.
Sacredly scary also.
What is it that you learned from that?
My relationship, the one that I thought which was karmic.
What was the biggest lesson?
I think the lesson is ongoing. I'll know one day. I don't think I know yet because...
Has
I
it
think
been
it'll
repeating? Whatever. Okay, so I will rephrase this in a different way for better understanding for you. Okay? Make
भोला
it
भाला
easier.
बच्चा हूँ, माफ कर दीजिए।
नहीं नहीं बहुत सिंपल बनाएंगे आपके लिए आपकी बेहतरी के लिए आप कुछ सीख लेंगे इसमें से हम सिखाने वाले हैं नहीं लेकिन हम पूछ तो सकते हैं तो वो ये सवाल ये कि whatever you thought you were learning once you left that so-called karmic connect relationship, it was karmic, you believe it was karmic, it has to be if it was a long-term relationship.
So the short term.
But you were learning something from it.
After it.
You separated because of a reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So the reason why you separated was the lesson that you needed to learn from it. If it was...
बहुत अच्छा टीचर मिला मुझे आप भी और वो भी थैंक यू
तो हमेशा उसका शुक्रिया कीजिए
हाँ करना भी चाहिए
करना चाहिए because that particular relationship, that person in that relationship
आज ही I look that person up and
brought
thanks यार
brought that ये देखिए बदमाशी की लाइन में जा रहे हैं
नहीं बदमाश सॉरी
तो
आपके साथ सबके साथ मैंने किया आपके साथ नहीं
ये इंसान बदमाश है
ये शक्ल पे लिखा है पता है वो इसीलिए आंखें छुपा के बैठती हैं सारा टाइम तुम्हारी
एडिट कर देना
तुम्हारे चश्मों के पता जब तुम आती हो ये भी एडिट करते रहना
नहीं
व्हेन आई वॉच योर पॉडकास्ट तो इनकी तो मैं खूबसूरती को एडमायर करती रहती हूँ, इतनी खूबसूरत नहीं है। और फिर तुम्हारे को देखती हूँ, मैं कहती हूँ यार इनकी आंखों के पीछे देखना। तो मेरा आज पहला वैसे आइडिया ये था
कि मेरी आंखों
कि
सबका ये रहता
मैं
है।
पहले बोलूंगी कि यार अर्सला बात करें तो चश्मा हटा के बात करो यार।
नहीं, मुझे क्या है ना, लाइट से प्रॉब्लम, आई हैव फोटोफोबिया।
हाँ ठीक है,
माइग्रेन।
हाँ ठीक है
बहुत
लेकिन
सही।
हम तुम्हारे चश्मे के पीछे से तुम्हारी आंखों के झांक के आज बात कर रहे थे व्हेन वी वर टॉकिंग अर्लियर।
ये तो कुछ ज्यादा ही पर्सनल हो रहा है।
ये सब एडिट हो जाएगा।
नहीं, एडिट नहीं होगा, ये रखेंगे हम।
लेकिन जो कमिंग बैक टू दैट कार्मिक थिंग ऑफ योर्स, तो आपने जो सीखा, नाउ टू अंडरस्टैंड वेदर you can move forward or not.
Oh, I moved forward.
Hear me out. If you have moved forward, you just have to, there has to be one little checklist. So the only thing on the checklist I'm asking you to look at right now, Ursula, is that lesson you think you
Have repeated?
has it repeated as a pattern anywhere?
Never.
Your reaction has repeated as a pattern
Never.
anywhere?
Never.
Then you've really freed yourself.
Oh yeah, I love myself
So
so
what-
much.
So what you have done, which is congratulations and bravo, what you have done is you have unlocked a lock, unlocked a lock, and that ball bearing has fallen down, and then you've moved to the next rung
Well,
of the ladder, right, of your karmic evolution, never to come back.
Hi, you beautiful people out there who are easily offended. I just want to share something from the depth of my heart. We're just so fast to label, randomly label people. Oh, that's my twin flame. Oh, that's my soulmate. Oh, that's an asshole. Oh, that's a karmic relationship. And I think if you want to work it out with an asshole, you can. And I think if you want to leave a twin flame, that's up to you. Some people find comfort in bondage. Some people search for freedom. It's the story you tell yourself. But the important point here is to remember is that if you're lying to yourself, you're not doing yourself justice. And not everything is a divine contract. Sometimes people are just lessons and boundaries. That's all it is. So yeah, if you want to work it out with an asshole, up to you. And if you want to leave a twin flame, hey, it's your story, not mine.
What are some of the signs that you are in a karmic relationship?
We have said this before, and I shall be repeating myself. Every relationship is a karmic relationship, right?
Wow.
If you are repeating patterns, if you are repeating the unhealthy patterns, ego, tussles, anger issues, you're repeating patterns of impatience, you're repeating patterns of cheating on each other. These are karmic patterns that you need to learn from. Biggest pattern, disrespect for each other.
For each other.
Wow.
For each other. If you are always being disrespected and you are disrespecting, it could be either way. It is a lesson for either of you in the
Right.
relationship. Right? It could be with a parent. It could be with a spouse. It could be with a colleague. It could be with your child. In Punjabi, we would say, na rakhan jogi, na chaddan jogi, like I said earlier. You can't keep this relationship because it's getting so ugly and so unhealthy and so trauma filled. But at the same time, you can't even seem to extract yourself from it.
Right.
But the solution to this, I'm going one step further from your question, solution from it would be to extract yourself from it. Either you learn the lesson and you want to become one Mahatma and say, Challo ji, I am done and I am learnt everything. We're humans. We cannot become saints overnight. What you can do is learn the lesson and then draw your boundaries and stand up and say, I am done. I have done that with one of my closest relationships of my life. And actually, I could talk about it. I have no shame with my mother. Okay, I had a very, very toxic relationship with her from the time I was in her womb. And I could feel it then. I started realizing it when I got into spiritual work. That was very, very toxic. And those people who are watching who know my family or who know my mother, well, this is piece of news for you guys as well. But it was very toxic. And then about 3.5, 4 years ago, I finally, and it kept repeating as a pattern. And I would say, I couldn't leave it. That sense of responsibility, mother. There was a lot of psychological damage, toxicity on the emotional and mental side, so much so that my husband would say that, no, it's okay, it's your mother after all, it's your sister after all. And it was not one, it was two people. It was two people in the same family who I was filled with toxicity from. And I was taking all of it. I took it for years. And now I am 56. At 52, I think, now 52, 52, is when I one day went to my mother's house, and it was full moon. And full moon does this. I don't know if you guys are aware of it.
Yes.
Full moon is all about letting go.
Letting go.
I just walked into her house. It was holy. I walked into her house. It was full moon. And this small thing triggered me, which it never would have. But that day was the chosen day for the karmic relationship to drop. The penny had to drop that day. That little trigger took me off on another tangent. I walked out of that house and I never went back. And I cried, of course, for days. I was hurt. I was upset. And then I got over it so well that even today when I'm talking about it, there's not a drop of tear because I've worked through it. I lost her last July, my mother. And she passed on, and only when she was sick that I got a call from my brother saying that Mum's going to the ICU. And I said, okay. So I told my husband, I said, we need to go. And he said, yes, we must go. First, I didn't have the guts. I said, you go. He said, I think you should go. So we went, met. She was ecstatic to see me. She was very happy to see me. I cried because I was seeing her after so long, and I held her hands and I kissed her and all of that. She was in ICU for 9 days. All hours of as many hours in a day I could spend with her in the ICU. I did that. And my energy is that of prayer. The only way, my love language is prayer.
Wow.
Right? So that's all I could give her was prayer. And I chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra like I told you. So I just kept chanting, I don't know how many times over and over again, 1,000 times in a day. And I would only chant that. And my only prayer was that let there be peace in her heart when she leaves, and let there be peace in mine. And I stood there when she was on all those tubes. I just put my hands on her and I said, forgive me for what is not learnt by me or whatever happened through me to you. But please understand it was a karmic relationship we had. And I forgive you for whatever trauma I received from you. And let this be the last time you and I meet. And you please carry on your journey. I give you all my love. And I receive all your love as well. And I went to ISKCON temple that evening. And I came back with prasad. And I said, Ma, I got some prasad. And she opened her mouth. Obviously she had tubes everywhere. I put one speck. And I still remember it was 7:30 in the evening. And the doctor had said, tomorrow she'll be out. She'll be in the room now tomorrow. 9:30 the doctor calls me in and says, she's sinking. I said, hello, but you said she's going to be out tomorrow morning. She said she's not going to pull through even till midnight. And that was it. And she went. Right in the beginning when we were talking about it, that you choose your mother.
Yeah.
So I actually chose that woman, very strong woman I must say. I chose her because I wanted to go through this toxicity to stand up and learn. Because I don't want to repeat it in any other lifetime. And if I don't get that from a mother, who else would be a better teacher? And the other thing that's very interesting is that the more we complain, the more we are resisting. The more we resist, the more we fail. Acceptance, receiving, and knowing that this is happening for your higher good will make every experience a better learning and not a karmic challenge. It becomes a challenge because we start resisting. Why is this happening with me? Why is that person doing this to me? Why did that, I lost that money or I lost that business. And Why don't you focus on what you are learning?
But what about the things that we do to ourselves, like the certain vices that we have chosen ourselves, like a lot of people in this world out there in the universe. Some are alcoholics, some take drugs, some are womanizers, some are, what's the other word for manizer? Is it a manizer a word? Like, I don't know. But I'll find it out. Guys, just look it up and tell me.
Nymphomaniacs? I don't know.
Nymphs, or womanizers, and all the kind of vices that exist out there. Certain things that we choose upon ourselves.
तो ये वाइस किसने डिसाइड किया आपने?
हमने खुद शायद या नहीं.
वाइसेस हैं नहीं, ये उनके टास्क्स हैं, चोजन बाय देम. आप मीट खाते हैं तो जो प्योर वेजिटेरियन होगा
वो मुझे कहेंगे कि
वो
भाई
कहेंगे
ये तो
वाइस है.
ये तो
अब मैं अगर प्योर वेजिटेरियन हूँ तो लोग कहेंगे यार 900 चूहे खा के बिल्ली हज को चली.
हाँ, सही है.
So
तो मैं खाती
then we think of accountability. Like, is there a
तो आपकी
concept?
अकाउंटेबिलिटी आपके साथ है.
आपके साथ
तो
है,
मुझे
but
अपनी कोई चीज बदलना, I don't have to change any part of me, just to,
You will change when you are ready to change, when your soul is tired of it. When your soul is tired of it, or your body
gives up.
gives up.
or because you are an alcoholic, or you're a heavy smoker, or you are doing drugs or whatever, your soul has a contract with your body.
Got it.
Your body has to go through those experiences to learn for one day awakening will happen.
But do you wait for the shift, or do you think that, okay, I have this
It's
free
not
will?
a train you're waiting for, honey. It just happens.
Yeah, true.
You're not standing.
It's
in
an
the
awakening.
station.
Yeah,
it's an
it's-
awakening. It'll come when you're sitting on the pot.
Right.
When you sit on the pot, you say, okay, today I will have this awakening, right? No.
No.
It will just come when you're in the shower. Ego is very subtle. Ego is a player. Ego is a very subtle player. How can you not do this for me, Jassy? I've come all the way from Nepensi Road for you. How can you not do this for me? Right?
Right.
ना लेना ना देना, but हमने आपको ट्रैप किया.
Right.
Right? तो आपकी ईगो मसाज हो गई. Tashi is giving me so much importance. Tashi makes me feel good. And when I do something extra for Tashi, I will feel good. That's see, मैंने क्या किया.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Right?
True.
I will get my ego massage by saying, see,
Yeah.
look at Jazz Sagu, the owner of Love Lingo here. I have asked her to do something and she's doing it for me. My ego is on another high. So what are we playing here? Games. And then we want to get free.
Yeah.
How the hell are we going to get free?
Exactly.
If there is a
I just-
game plan in everything.
Yeah. It's a maneuver. एक maneuver के बाद.
I think the only player is the one who created this whole drama.
Yes.
वो भी तो मस्त बैठ गए कि करो जो करना है यार.
The universe is having a great laugh
Yeah.
at our expense.
And we're killing in the name of all these imaginary gods that exist or don't. Who knows?
We keep, that's what I'm saying, no? We keep forgetting what is our purpose.
Exactly. You're
Our
so
purpose is to free ourselves from this trap called life. Our purpose is only that.
Yeah.
And then we get involved in relationships of 20,000 variants and we think we're going to get free. When we get ready to set ourselves free, we give freedom to others. Till we don't want to set ourselves free, we like the idea of tying down and being tied down. Then we say that, oh, so and so didn't treat me right,
Right.
that job didn't work out for me. You had the choice to leave and walk out. You choose to be stuck in it with absolute awareness what is not working for you, and then you still complain. So who's the fool in this? You're the fool.
Yeah.
The one sitting up there is nothing to do with your prarabdha and your karma and all of that, by the way.
Yeah.
Not connected whatsoever.
Right.
And says, dude, I have created you in my own likeness. Now go light up the world.
Right.
Light up the world.
But
ऐसे
you're
नहीं,
gonna
we are just shutting down everybody else's candles, man.
No, हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? Instead of lighting up the world, and we're killing in their name. We're not lighting up their name.
That's what I'm
उनका
saying.
नाम, अरे चलो उसका नाम लेके भागते हैं. यार किसी खुदा याद आ गया.
हम अंधेरा फैला रहे हैं.
Here is a retro phone sitting between us on the coffee table. In a moment, we're going to pick it up and phone a feeling. Tashi, a call that you didn't make but wanted to make. Here's the opportunity to pick up the phone, dial in, and make a call to someone from your past, present, or future.
I love this concept, by the way.
Thank you.
And my heart is beating very fast. I am, but I'm going to do this because I think I need to do this. Should I go ahead?
Please do.
What if somebody picks it up on the other side?
That's for you to find out.
And I'm going to dial. Hello, this is Tashi, and I am talking to the Tashi of the past. And I want to thank you for all the self-doubt that you filled me with. Because if you hadn't, I would have never come this far. So I can't thank you enough, Tashi. Thank you, self-doubt. I love you, and thank you for letting me become the person I am today. I love you. Keep shining. Bye-bye. By the way, I don't want to see you again.
That was incredible. Wow.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity, yes. Yeah. Done with it.
Wow. Wow.
Stepping
This
into
segment, phone a feeling, always is followed by silence. And somehow we don't like to fill them. So I think we allowed that and we held that space for
Thank you
this
for
moment.
that.
And I think it was beautiful.
Yeah. I am feeling, so I'm genuinely feeling that. I'm not saying it because I'm on camera with you guys on your show and all of that. So thank you for this opportunity. It means a lot. Thank you. I think...
We would like to thank you for...
this has been cathartic for me and...
being so supportive of this segment and just saying what you said, and we were privy to it. So I think we're all very lucky in this room to witness it.
No, I'm fortunate.
So thank you, Tashi.
No, I'm fortunate you chose me.
Well, of course we chose you because your aura was so powerful, impactful, and we couldn't ignore it. On that note, I want to ask you a question that might, kind of... Should one stay in a relationship if the sex is good?
Of course you can, but remember that sex alone cannot keep a relationship going after a certain time. So the sex is good. Good on you. Enjoy it while it's good. But remember that it cannot be the foundation of a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship needs too many different elements, and each one of them has its own importance. Sex being one of them. It is very, very vital, I have to say that. But mutual respect, mutual space, forgiveness, the ability to apologize when you make a mistake. That is something that is lacking in relationships.
I definitely...
A lot of people part ways because of that. Your favorite word, unconditional love.
Yeah.
And the unconditional love is all about accepting your partner with their flaws. But yeah, sex is good, go for it, but it's not a long-lasting thing. It's not the only thing.
Date.
That is one thing that has an expiry date.
Sex. Guys listening out there, remember, sex has an expiry date.
Yeah, anything good has an expiry date. You can't flog a dead horse, right? So keep the sex good, but it can be so boring.
Yeah.
Become so mundane and boring. If nobody can...
or mechanical or
if you can't stimulate someone intellectually or emotionally, I think for me the biggest turn on is intellectual stimulation.
Intellectual masturbation?
Yeah, intellectual masturbation is something that I would do.
Yeah.
But to get attracted to someone more than the sex would be the intellectual
stimulation
bandwidth.
kind of.
that vibe, interesting conversations and so this This afternoon has been...
Yeah.
This afternoon with the ladies has been like... yeah, good.
I am serious.
Wow. I think I would definitely say hats off to the two of you and to Love Lingo for doing what you are doing, because you're bringing people together, that's one, but you're bringing so much more value to everyone's life. I've seen your other podcasts as well.
Thank you.
Right? And I think that you are bringing so much value, you and the whole team.
Thank you.
I mean this for all of you here.
Thank you.
So you're putting your good bit in, and what is this going to lead to is you all accruing some very great karma.
Really?
So God bless you.
Thank you.
But I have to say that today's episode has been and feels tender, very reflective, and we've unpacked soul stuff together. I feel like, and want to thank you for, enlightening all of us with your presence.
You have been the most cultured and the most beautiful human being.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of Love Lingo. And where can they catch us on?
Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your audio streaming from. And also do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Love Lingo Podcast.
And if you want some groovy details of what goes on behind the scenes, please find us on Instagram.
It's a Love Lingo Podcast.
We're trying to make love
Pop.
again. Make love pop again. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Do join us, guys. Please subscribe. Come on, guys. Itna to kar sakte ho na.